Life is hard, and sometimes it catches up with me in ways I don't expect. Recently, I got sick, and it reminded me just how fragile we can be when we forget to slow down and take care of ourselves. It forced me to pause, even though pausing is something I'm not very good at. Thankfully, I'm doing better now, but the truth is, at this stage in life, I just couldn't afford to be sick anymore. 1, because I am literally just a poor graduate student who doesn't have the money or time to waste on being sick. And 2, because I am a graduate student, someone who always has deadlines, research, and responsibilities waiting. So lately, I've been focusing on doing the little things that I used to overlook. Tiny acts of care that doesn't seem like much on their own, but they add up. For example, flossing my teeth and taking a shower before I sleep. It sounds basic, right? But for the longest time, I used to skip them because I felt like they were too much of a hassle after a long, exhausting day. Now, I see them differently. Instead of chores, they've become rituals. And what I've found is that they actually rejuvenate me. It's like telling myself, you deserve to feel fresh before you rest. I've also been paying more attention to my skin. Just like what I said in my previous videos, my skincare routine is just simple cleansing and moisturizing. But with the seasons shifting, my skin changes too. It gets drier and my face starts to feel tight. So I've started adding more hydration into my routine. A little serum, a little extra care. It feels small, but when I wake up the next day and my skin feels healthy, it makes me smile. And speaking of hydration, water. Drinking a lot of water is probably the most underrated form of self-care. Staying hydrated really does wonders for your body. And to all my ladies out there, please, I'm begging you, please pump up your water intake. Your body will thank you in ways you don't even realize. Another way I care for myself is by doing things my future self will thank me for. That's why chores have become part of my self-care routine. It's not glamorous, but it's definitely necessary. Doing my laundry every week makes sure I have clean clothes to wear. Cleaning my humidifier keeps the air fresh, especially since I have a sensitive nose and the dry air always irritates me. These little tasks improve the quality of my daily life, even if I don't always notice it immediately. And when my space is cleaner, my mind feels a little lighter too. Food is another big one. I used to treat eating as something I just get over with, but now I see it as fuel. I've been trying to eat balanced meals. Carbs, fiber, protein, everything my body needs. I'm even working on increasing my protein intake so I can hopefully build some muscle mass. Recently, I went to Costco and picked up a baguette. It's simple, but it makes breakfast so much easier. Just a quick slice of some eggs or yogurt, and I feel set for the morning. And speaking of yogurt, yes, I've been making my own. I saw a video on TikTok of someone doing it, and I thought, why not? Trying new recipes has always been fun for me, but lately I've started to see it as a form of self-care. There's something so rewarding about learning a new skill, experimenting in the kitchen, and then actually getting to enjoy what you've made. Maybe it's just the experimentalist in me. Meal prepping has also become a big part of my routine. I usually prepare 2 main dishes for the week, so I don't have to constantly think about what to eat. I even marinate extra meat so that when I get tired of the same meals, I can just throw something different in the air fryer. It makes life easier, and honestly, it saves so much stress. I'm also really grateful for this little fridge I found. I share a fridge with 3 other roommates, and with 4 people's food crammed in, space disappears fast. Having my own mini fridge has been a game changer for meal prep. Plus, I only got it for $20, which is such a steal. Beyond food and chores, having a cozy space is something I value so much. I can't afford my own apartment right now, but I try to make my side of the room as cozy as possible. Warm lighting, clean sheets, small touches that make me feel at home. Someday I'll have my own place to decorate exactly how I want. But for now, I'm learning to create peace where I am. On weekends, I like to take time to step away from grad school. It's not easy. My brain always wants to think about work, but I've learned that having outlets is essential. For me, that's creating content and learning Korean. YouTube has become a creative outlet, a place where I can experiment, share, and just play. It keeps my creative spark alive and gives me something to look forward to outside of school. Because really, who said scientists can't be creative? And Korean? Well, that's been on my bucket list for years. I already know the alphabet, but for the longest time, I was just reading words without understanding them. Now, I'm finally putting in the effort to really learn. It feels good to challenge my brain with something completely different from physics or research. Who'd have thought that the things I used to hate doing, chores, routines, cooking, would eventually become therapeutic for me? But I think it's the mindset shift. I don't see them as burdens anymore. I see them as ways of taking care of myself, little acts of independence that remind me I'm capable. Being away from family has also played a role. No one's here to nag me, to do my laundry, or eat my vegetables. I do it because if I don't, no one else will. And honestly, that's the beauty of independence. Learning how to show up for yourself, even in the small ways. Life will always be hard, but I'm realizing that it's these little routines, these small acts of care that make the weight of it all a little lighter. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!